cry. You're not strong enough to care. Getting lost in my own pain, not in the game. One more dance to see me. I've been hoping we could try. Not to lie alone tonight. I will never have the life you stole. Now I'm keeping everything in my soul. If you call me in the night, I will ask you every time. Can you breathe with me? In another life, I'm feeling cold and light. But tonight, I feel it's time to override the tale. I gotta pick you up, rewind. Your wicked words that crush my mind. You put me on the line. I'm burning, run away, that's all you do. And I've got enough of you. The silence spell to get me through, bring harmony for you. Together where this pain has got to go, I've got to grow. Can you breathe with me? At the 11th hour, people fail to pass the test. Holding out for a last chance, the heart to relapse. One more light to take me, and I hope that you won't try. 'Cause I don't wanna know if I get out. If you call me in the night, I already said goodbye. You won't breathe with me. In another life, I'm feeling cold and light. But tonight, I feel it's time to override the tale. I gotta pick you up, rewind. Your wicked words that crush my mind. You put me on the line. I'm burning, run away, that's all you do. And I've got enough of you. The silence spell to get me through, bring harmony for you. Together
Holy crap, Shane, how you doing, my man? Haven't seen you in a second. How you doing, my guy? Hope everything is good with you. How you boys all doing? Welcome back. I did not fix the stream, but I did fix this I was gonna say hairline, but that's not really it. I did fix the cut. Oh my god, does it feel so nice, dude? It gotten kind of long. I never really had super long hair, but like it just getting like a couple of inches off the side of my head and like covering my ears. I'm not used to it anymore, man. I need it short. The back, the sides, taper faded, and I'm just happy. Oh my god. Life got rough, but on PC while I was able again. Yo, that's good to hear, man. That is really, really good to hear. Yeah, life definitely has its own ups and downs, man. But I'm glad to hear that you are okay. Yeah, so hopefully things are smooth sailing from here on out. Things are back to the regular. You know what I mean? Definitely the best of the best vibes. What's up, Insane? How you doing, man? Let me do one of these here. Let me because I need to plug my phone here real quick in a second because really bad at keeping the battery going. Let me see if I can scoot over. I also I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so I'm scooting around. I'm even walking really slow, dude. I got crutches. I got a crutch right here on the bed. I haven't been walking super well, so let me scoot over here. It's painful to even sit in certain positions. I'm not gonna lie, it's been pain. It's been bad, dude. You're probably wondering, what the hell did you do? I have no idea. I have no clue. I don't have an answer for you, unfortunately. Shane, my man, It says new member. He definitely ain't new. The man is back in. Thank you so much for guys. As I've dialed, pretty good. Besides, you know, not really being able to walk super well. Everything just moves a little slower. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah. So tomorrow I got a doctor's appointment super early. Hopefully they'll figure something out. Maybe it's something simple. Maybe it's not simple. Who knows, honestly. At this point, it's good that I got something done, dude. It's good that I got something done. I had to go out the other day. Like, I was just like, dude, I need to change. Like, I couldn't really walk around super well. I usually like to go out, maybe get myself, like, you know, fast food once in a while, like in the middle of the night when nobody's on the streets. Get out.
We got a bunch of priests and a paladin. It was literally
chores and stuff. And I just haven't really been able to do that for like 2
baby, are you kidding me?
It's been pretty bad. It's been pretty bad. So I was like, you know what? I just gotta suffer through it. It was painful, but I suffered through it, man. I took everything super slow, got myself a doctor's appointment. You know what was the worst part? I was getting a haircut and I was like, you know what? I'm probably going to get there and they're going to have somebody in the chair. So I'm going to have to sit for a bit. That would be a pretty good time for me to look up the phone number for the doctor to see if I can schedule an appointment while I'm waiting for a haircut. I get there. They're all good. Like, there's nobody in the seat. It's pretty light, or at least it came in during like a moment where it was light. They immediately got me a couple of minutes in. Really did not spend a lot of time in there. They're really efficient, really fast at what they do. And I like the place. You know, once you find that right barber, you just like, you keep going back there because they do you well. Yeah. And immediately I was just like, all right, well, I guess I'm done. That was quick. So let me just go call ahead of time. The place I was trying to go to is like literally down the road. It's not on the same road as where I'm at. I'm like, it's not that far. But I wanted just to call, right? Because I'm like, hey, can somebody see me today? No, they can't. Maybe tomorrow. And I'm like, all right, I'll come back tomorrow. So I'll just go home. My phone, for some reason, just like this service, I guess, wasn't really working super well. And I just couldn't pull up Google Maps to even see the phone number. I don't know what phone number to call off the top of my head. So I'm like, I'll just drive there. I drove there, hovered over there really quickly with the crutch. The basically were just like, hi, so if you give you like a real doctor that's here, you'd have to come in like next week, maybe week after. I was like, oh, you guys are that packed? Like, yeah, but if we put you on like a doctor, there is a guy coming in a couple of weeks, but because he's coming in a couple, it's like a thing. It used to be a little place where you could just get like a doctor to see ya. But now they're part of like a much bigger system with the downtown area. They kind of got bought out and expanded. So now they're part of this big ass system. Bureaucracy on top of bureaucracy. Super fun. Basically makes things super inconvenient. But because of their system, they were like, all right, we'll put you on this guy that's coming in for a while. That allows us to put you on somebody that's a PA that could just see you like tomorrow. And I'm like, let's do it. I don't care how you guys need to do it. Let's do it. They also know that their system is like, they don't like it either. But they were like, all right, just so somebody could actually see, let's do this. So tomorrow I got early morning. I'm gonna have to get up and get some stuff. Damn, nothing too serious. I don't know nothing either. Although I was talking about barber. He got me spooked. Okay, this is what my barber said. So barber, he would smoke and be pre-diabetic. Right? So that's what he said he had. He had some kind of like a clot or whatever in a artery, but since he's a smoker, it basically solidified. So they were like, we're gonna have to take a leg off. And he would start, you know, when he had that whole thing happen, they were like, all right, well, the best you can do now to at least try to see if you can help the situation is stop smoking, start walking around, because apparently he couldn't even walk down the mailbox without like his whole leg just like absolutely being in pain. Like really bad. And it was like, yeah, if it's like an artery thing, if it's like a clog or whatever, you better see it immediately, because if it's like really bad, like if it continues, the whole leg could come off, right? Dude, immediately as soon as he heard it, he was like, I am not about to lose my leg. And apparently, like if you just start walking around, he completely quit smoking. And what his body essentially did is it created arteries around the blockage as like bypass arteries. His body grew arteries around the bypass, where he went from like having like 30% blood flow to like 70% blood flow. And doctor's like, well, we don't need to actually give you any surgery. Your leg does not have to come off. You're still gonna walk funny, but like we don't really need to do that. Just smoke. Essentially, he forced his body to grow new arteries. But anyway, he was telling me the whole story. I was like, okay, well, new fear unlocked. And there was like a point in my life where I was going through like back to from one doctor to another doctor to another doctor, thinking, okay, I haven't been to a doctor in a while. Something's probably going to be off with me. Lungs, healthy. Heart, healthy. Teeth, gums, all that, surprisingly healthy. Eyes, boys, I wear contacts. I have bad vision, right? I stare at the screen all day. Healthy. I had to change the prescription in my right eye, otherwise healthy. And I was like, all right, somehow I'm healthy. I don't take like insane care of myself or anything like that. Somehow healthy. Now I'm thinking like, okay, well this, I feel like at some point I'm down for bad news. You know what I mean? Like you roll the bones and you get good buff after good buff after good buff. Eventually get a bad buff, dude. I know statistics pretty damn well, but hopefully it'll be good tomorrow. Actually, care my sclerosis. I do some more things. Hope I could sit on stream more. But it's like 12 a.m. I had to go to sleep, get a treatment, sclerosis. Damn. I hope you're doing well, my man. Hope you're all right. I want to say about go to sleep. Thank you so much for popping in, man. Appreciate you. I hope you have a good time, man. Hope things are good with you. Alrighty, boys. Today technically is the final day for Legion Remix, but we also got seasonal stuff to do. I want to start by trying to get all my seasonal stuff out of the way, get some keys done. Maybe we hop on Legion Remix and mess around with it some more. But I'm pretty much done with Legion Remix. I couldn't level to max because, you know, I kind of got stuck with a quest line in Val'Sharah, because you can get the stacking benefits of like, you get more XP stacking if you complete the entire storyline. And I wouldn't let me complete the storyline of Val'Sharah. I got stuck at that bat quest where you gotta fly on the bat and drop bombs on people. Every time I do it, every time I drop a bomb, it DCs me and like sends my character backwards. It resets them completely. How do you doubt the money answering? Old. No, not really. I don't really give out my age, dude. I don't really give out a lot of private information like on stream or anywhere regularly, dude. I like privacy. You know what I mean? Like when you take a security class I took a security class in college, and the teacher that was running the class, he didn't get a degree in cybersecurity or computer science or anything like that. He's the kind of guy that the way he described it is he may or may not have stopped a terrorist using the early variation of face agent technology. You know, like AI can, you know, there's a filter that can literally age you up. So they were doing that stuff in like 1990s, 1980s, the early version. He was the kind of guy that got a job. You know how like trying to make it like, you know how Pirate Software, there's a good chance you've seen the controversy, right? He claims he's like a hacker and all that. Well, this guy showed us some of the shit he would do. It makes Pirate Software and he's hacking, because apparently that guy doesn't really do much. Apparently, look, half the stories are not even real. But the teacher that I had was real. He was real. He's the kind of guy that he was born in a generation where you wouldn't get a cybersecurity job from a degree. You would get a cybersecurity job by hacking like all their data, and then going up to the office and be like, "Hi, so." I have your info. I was able to bypass it. Now, if you pay me, I can keep the data safe and security systems. That's literally how people get jobs. No, he worked at Blizzard. He worked at Blizzard. Yeah, that's exactly the thing. He worked at Blizzard. You know, I worked at Blizzard. I worked at Blizzard. Do you know I used to look at Reddit all day at Blizzard? I used to look at hours of Reddit at Blizzard. I used to AFK in whatever the main town was in Diablo 3. And look at Reddit for 6 hours a day. At Blizzard. Bro, it's wild stories. Absolutely, just crash and burn. Jesus. 10 to 8 is supposed to be all zones 100%. I don't think so, no. I don't think so. It's because you get a 10% XP buff on your artifact weapons every time you complete the main storyline, and then you can also earn 1% when you do all the other side objectives. Like it starts out kind of slow, but it really speeds up. I was about to get like one of the stories done for Val'Sharah, but I couldn't do the main quest. I was like, you know what? That means I have to restart and go do Asuna or go do a high mount. So I was like, there's like 3 days left of the event. I haven't really been able to play it that much. I was gonna end up like power grinding through it, but I thought, dude, I just wasted like an entire like couple of hours in the evening doing the story of Val'Sharah quest, and I'll have to restart another side. I was hoping to finish Val'Sharah, so then I would get more XP for the next area, and then more XP for the next area, and then I would have 40% XP, and then turn all these big quests that I had in. It would give me a ton of XP. Then I was like, you know what? I got season 3 stuff I gotta do, man. I got way too much stuff I need to do. Midnight was announced, right? Season 3 was still happening, all that. It was just all fresh and too many things happening at once, man. I just could not split myself in between all of those like pieces of content all at once, unfortunately. But yeah, I gotta get my weeklies out of the way here. And apparently there's a rare that can spawn into the vest that I need for an achievement. That's still one more thing that I need. And also need apparently Archival Assault Delve and do something there. And apparently complete a bunch of like phase diving missions or whatever. I'm making a classic HC lead downfall double classic. It is the whole downfall. It was just like, I mean, so the guy always had a bit of like a smug attitude, right? A lot of people that watched him always like, yeah, he kind of has a bit of this like smug, holier than thou attitude, and it's just like, you make enough mistakes where there's cracks in your armor. And the guy just isn't humble enough, unfortunately, to just be like, you know what, guys, I fucked up. I made a mistake. I'm sorry for being a dick. Because, like, if you just said that, everything would be fine. Nobody would care. But then he would just be smug and would just prod and prod and prod. And then people started looking like, all right, well, let's see what he's done with his game. Oh, wait, actually, the game is pretty bad. Actually, the game has not had any progress at all. Actually, there's some shady stuff going on where the only time he updates the game, the only time he really started to put some updates on the game, which wasn't real updates, just any smaller features, when Steam was like, hey, we're gonna start putting a tag on games that haven't been worked on that says this game may have been abandoned, and his game was definitely in that abandoned category. If the game has not been updated in a very long while, we're just gonna give it a tag. Hey, I know you got early access to it, but the person has not touched it at all in a very long while, and the threshold was fairly high from what I understand. So yeah. So he was like, all right, April Fool's update. Let me add that to bypass this whole thing. It was like when you, like, one of those things can be a pitfall, but you don't hate a person for it. But it was just like one pitfall after the next, after the next, after the next, man. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I was, Captain Wildstone should upgrade the necessary items. So what I'll be doing is actually I'm starting to get myself a assassination rogue build, and I'll be upgrading some of those pieces. Actually, subtlety rogue build even better. I'll be upgrading some of those pieces. Yeah. So if there are any other items that you can use for your ults or whatever, you might as well start sending them. If there's an alt spec you may end up playing, or a trinket you may use in a dungeon but not on a raid or something, those things I think are definitely worth doing. In my opinion, they're definitely worth doing. Yeah. Definitely worth doing. Because, like, you capped anyway. I kind of wish they just added for you to be able to at least, like, send Valorstones once you cap to your ults, right? Like, only once you're capped that allows you just to send it to another character. Because they don't want you, like, sending stuff around too much. So I'd be okay if they just, like, at least gave us some sort of, like, you know, ability to send. Because I am also capped too. But yeah, I'll be trying to get right assassination and subtlety, and I'll just start spending Valorstones, just otherwise it's a waste. Otherwise I'll just be kind of, like, hogging way too many of them. Way too many. Is it Naval I gotta talk to? I gotta talk to somebody. Interface dev and talk to Naval. Yeah, I am talking to Naval. What? I gotta re-enter? Let me actually go to this. Let me actually go see if I can do some Valstone spending. I think Mythic Track things should have been capped and the rest uncapped. What do you mean? Mythic Track thing should have been capped. Oh, the rest of the gear should have been uncapped. That would have been really nice. Imagine you got like a champion track piece and you could take it all the way to Mythic. You know, maybe that would have been a way to at least feel like you could just take an item and pump it. Like once you got it, you just got to pump it enough and you have a best in slot. So if you got a best in slot trinket, pump it to the max. Maybe they could have done it actually. I guess I think they wanted to just encourage players to do harder content to get some of the best gear. And this way you could have just had people that are doing LFR get essentially the best of the best gear available. You know what I mean? I think that's what they were like trying to avoid, but who knows, man. Best class to play in regional remix? I don't know. It really doesn't. I don't think it makes a difference, man. Whatever class you want to get transmogs for. I think Demon Hunter looks like a lot of fun, but I think anything could work, honestly. But Legion Remix, you can play whatever you like. You are the only high-level player who don't use weird complex UI setup is a reason for it. Do you think complex UI setups are necessary? So I just, in terms of UI, I like to keep my UI lightweight. Just a preference for me. I feel like the problem is when you have like so many weak auras and so many like little add-ons to track every little thing, especially if you just get like packages that other people use, unless you know what's in that package, it can have performance loss. And I really, as a streamer, as somebody who likes recording videos, do not like having performance loss. It's very difficult for me to get used to like a brand new keyboard, mouse, or UI. So I try to keep it as simple as possible. Originally, I got this simple setup because part of the reason why I went so simple, because I was playing like live and I was playing like PTR and alpha and beta future expansions and stuff. So to have like a setup that I could just like easily adapt to, whether I'm in PTR or live, I wanted to use as much of Blizzard base UI as I could. Any weak auras I add, I usually make my own, or I take like a single package that I could just look through, and if it's something that's super easy and lightweight, I will integrate it, mostly for that performance. I don't like seeing like huge FPS dips, like when it comes to a big weak aura package. At the end of the day, you should use the weak auras and UI customization that is good for you, that works for you, that gives you more information. And I'm still doing little tweaks and updates to the UI that I'm running if I need extra additional information on my screen. Like as Outlaw Rogue, let me switch over specs. I did add a Trickster tracking for Unseen Blade because there is a value in that as well, right? But whatever add-ons or weak auras or anything I add, I usually try to customize it so it's as lightweight as it can be and gives me the information that I'm looking for specifically. Mostly because it's just the most comfortable way for me to start integrating those things. If I got like a full brand new UI, it will take me way too long for me to like get used to that UI. It would take me way too long, unfortunately. So to like add more additional information without having to get used to it entirely, keep it familiarity while adding a new element to integrate to improve my gameplay is usually what I try to do. At the end of the day though, you should use whatever you find more comfortable. If you find a UI that completely overhauls everything and gives you a bunch of information, you should use it. If it works better for you, if it results in better performance, better enjoyment, and better gameplay, right? If it makes you play your character better, why not use it? If you don't want to be bogged down by the entire like huge slew of information that you feel like it's just too much, too overwhelming, just unnecessary, then you should run whatever you're comfortable with, I think, at the end of the day. It really, for me, comes down to comfort, but it also works for me. And you should run whatever works for you. I think comfort at the end of the day is very important. And for me, like I like performing well, but I also can keep something that's I'm comfortable looking at, but also gives me enough info to perform well. So that's essentially what I do. That's essentially why I keep my UI super simple. Part of it was just from back in, switching between live and like a PTR or an alpha build, and I just got comfortable like, all right, it's much easier to use the Blizzard base UI. And then try to use a little amount of weak auras and too many add-ons to track things just for the sake of lightweight and performance. But it's not like I don't have all the information I need to play the class as well as I can. It comes down to preference at the end of the day. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. I think like getting certain, like, I don't know, if you're playing arena and getting like S arena or some kind of like an arena tracker for DR and trinkets, like getting at least one of those like ways to track those things is important. But the way you go about doing it, whether you choose one add-on, another, or a weak aura to do that instead, it's really up to you. It's really up to you how you do it. Tracking that info, for example, is going to be really good. But how you go about tracking that info, it's really up to you. Really up to you. At this point, I'm a survival hunter where I don't need to look at my UI. Yeah, like at this point, like some point, like when you're comfortable with the class, you don't necessarily need to look at your UI. It can definitely be very helpful. For me, I'm just still so used to like keeping a bar of my abilities down below. I'm just way too used to it. I think it comes down to like when stuff lights up, like I'm not sharing it between the eyes and my abilities, but like when I see it light up down here, or potentially I see kind of like another light up, like for pistol shot, just keep it a light down below in my eyes. It just gives me the necessary information from the peripheral that pistol shot is proc, right? You have the light above with a pistol, like I guess it's a bullet exploding or something, and then you have a light down below, and in my brain that goes, I have a pistol shot proc. I also do have the number for pistol shots as well to track it with a weak aura package, right? So I can just see exactly how many I have, because sometimes you don't want to over generate calm points, and depending on how many of those you have, depending on how many calm points you got, I know if I'm safe to use Center Strike to bank up 3 more, or if I just send them right now with pistol shot, just so I don't like over generate and waste resources, things like that, right? Things like that. Late for the vault opening. So for the vault for the rogue, I've gotten the chest piece. I got a chest piece that I had to catalyze. I also do have mythic shoulders that I got from Raid yesterday. And I simmed to try to find out, do I take like a heroic helm from the Great Vault and then catalyze the shoulders so I have mythic shoulders? Or do I just take the chest piece, catalyze that now, hold the shoulders for later, doing the sims and running the comparisons? It said chest piece is better right now. So I'm holding the shoulders for not next week, but the week after, and I'll catalyze those. So I have a guaranteed catalyst item right for the time being. But yeah, I didn't really get any good stuff on my Great Vault, unfortunately. The chest piece was the only decent item, and that's the only item that I could have that is at least some value generator. You know what I mean? But yeah, I did want to initially go and try to see if I could do a sim for subtlety. Let me go do that real quick. I do have a build for assassination that I can at least cut a springboard off of. I do want to see if I can run a sim, plug in all my gear, and then spend some Valor Stones just so I actually have some use for them. Because now my Valor Stones are all kinds of yeah. All kinds of yeah. Is the best way I would put it. I'm wondering if haste. I don't have good bracers, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have any good bracers on this character, unless I want to do like 704 bracers, good Versa, which is also not amazing, but you know. And I'm pretty sure I want to do, what's the mastery buff from the belt? Does anybody know what the mastery buff is from the belt? Or maybe the 701 mastery versatility belt? Managed to do a 3 mil burst of survival, but it requires so much tracking and patience. It's honestly not worth half the time. Yeah, some procs are huge. Electric current, appreciate it. Electric current. You're right, that is a mastery buff. I have a pair of gloves. My rings are not great. Ooh, I do have a good ring though. I do have a mastery burst ring. Whispers of Koresh is a haste heavy ring. Probably not that good. I don't have any good rings. Master heavy boost, so that's a pretty decent. Master burst are probably better though. Trinket wise, maybe Sack of Terrors. Well, apparently the game doesn't like me simming that. What is it? One of my simming that's like way too many things simming. Vertical chain. No, Sack of Terrors for some reason it just gets like super. Okay, I'm gonna do this sim and then I'm gonna just mess around with parts of the other sims. That's what I'm gonna do. Finish March, avoidance here. Pa 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 pa. Okay. Okay, I'm doing some sim in the background just to see what kind of like gear I might be able to use if I were to go sub. If I were to go sub. There's no call to the world, so whatever name. No, there isn't call for world soul, but there's archives instead, where you can essentially just fly around and do whatever the hell you want to do in terms of content, dungeons, delves, raids, open world content, just like running around looting treasures. That works too. Anything you want to do, and then once you get enough discs or archival records, you can turn them into Dagran. So we do have that for the weekly. It's just a different weekly than the one at the table. And apparently this one could give you like, there's no cap to how much gold they can give you. It can give you anywhere between like 1,000 some gold to like 16,000 apparently. Somebody has gotten some crazy amount of gold out of that box once. So if you do it on all of your alts, it's just like a random number generator. It looks like for how much gold you might be able to get. 16,000. Yeah, like it's just crazy. It's a random, literally a random ass number. I feel like maybe somebody at Blizzard accidentally plugged in a 0 somewhere. That's probably what happened, but you know, they haven't fixed it. I ain't gonna say no to that. Although I should be better at doing that on my ults though. I should be better at that. Yeah, the sim is taking a second. I am running for patchwork, right? Yeah, single target patchwork, all that. That'll be fun. Apparently, I want to try to see if I can get possibly a sub rogue functional for Araz, because Araz apparently is played mostly as sub. So I just want to see if it's possible. Likely it'll be fine to play it as outlaw just because there's AoE and cleave and somebody else can go more single target of a build. You think I'll do a stat squish soon? 12 minutes per is Legion is ridiculous. Yeah. No, they said they are doing a stat squish for midnight. So once midnight pre-patch comes out, that's what they're gonna do, a big squish for everything. All the item levels, all the damage, all the gear, all those things are gonna get squished down. Which is gonna be good. Apparently numbers are gonna go very, very small. To like 100 and 1,000 damage from an ability is gonna be a big ability. Right now we're hitting for millions and millions and millions, but like 100 and 1,000 is gonna be like a lot. So doing a sub rogue setup, I can get okay damage out of it, but not amazing damage out of it. Far from it. It's like, it says 3.7 mil DPS. Am I running M plus build? Oh, it might be an M plus build. Okay, so if I were to make a sub rogue build, looks like this would be better item. It looks like the mythic chest. It looks like getting this. Is it this? And then upgrading all the way would be the better item for sub, which is not amazing, but hey, I just gotta spend some Allisons anyway, right? Belt modified, and apparently going for this ring, and then up into that to max will be the play. And that would still give me like some real weird damage numbers, but what I could do is switch over from M plus build to raid build, and then do another sim, because there's some other items I could also compare. Because I do want to see if it's possible to get a subtlety functional this season. That'd be kind of good. It looks like that sees a lot of play. Big numbers, big numbies, but no, way too big. At some point, numbers do get way too big, though. Let's be fair. Like, they really are too damn big. You know what I mean? I hope they slow down with power gain, then, so we don't have to do scratch squish frequently. I kind of agree with that statement, actually. I'm kind of down with that statement. Yeah, they probably should slow down even a little bit in terms of, like, you know, power gains and, like, you know, huge like increases like that. Probably should slow just a little, you know what I mean? Just a little slow down. I think I want to do also is I want to take this dagger. Yeah, and pump that thing up. Maybe that'll be good. Maybe try this thing. Okay, and I'll try sim my single target. I don't show you guys the sims here, but it's nothing exciting. It's just me sitting here and watching the numby go up over time. But yeah, I do want to see if I can maybe dive into a couple of dungeons. Maybe those that have some decent subtlety gear. Master versatility would be my go-to stats. But yeah. So sub better than outlaw now. I haven't played in months. Sub is what people, for some fights, like a Raz who has like a damage window, right? There's an opportunity for you just to burst him down. He takes like, what is it, chat? 50% more damage, and if you have all the cooldowns, subtlety is probably some of the best burst, and it lines up fairly well. It has very good flexibility, so you can do decent AoE damage, as Trickster play most of single target, and then have that huge giga damage for when boss pops cooldown, or goes into like a vulnerability window. So that may just line up a sub a little bit better just because you have the bigger peaks of burst. So I just want to try to see if it's possible to get that spec up and running. That spec definitely did see quite a decent bit of play in World First for his burst damage. But overall, it's been also seeing a decent bit of play in Mythic Plus as well. It wasn't seeing that much giga play during PTR testing or anything, but it's gotten a lot better. So I think there's going to be a little bit of time when people like not really pushing a sub, because right now it hasn't done the highest keep possible. That's like Aldraki, Demon Hunter, Arcane Mage has done really well. But subtlety, like there's less barses than Outlaw for now. and assassination by a wild margin, but it may potentially be a really good competitor. It just wasn't looking, it was looking kind of like potentially good, but not quite there for many people out there during like PTR testing. But it always had like a slight like semblance of potential, like it could be good. You know what I mean? If Blizzard gives it a good enough of a buff, then they buffed it and everybody wondered like how good is that buff, and it was really difficult to quantify until like we finally get into the season and people actually give this spec a try, because only a portion of the player base actually plays PTR, so it's really hard to tell how good a spec is going to be. I think it'll be fine this season if you play Assassination. I don't think sub is like a mandatory spec, at least for the time being. It's looking good, potentially could be really good, but yeah. Apparently there's another interview for midnight. New returning player experience. How will the updated player experience work at midnight? So we have been also covering a bunch of midnight stuff, and I'm interested to see what that's all going to look like. Player experience was being added for returning players. What happens at equipment time? Actually, I'm familiar with quests and items in your bags. Returning players will have an option to journey to Jaina and Thrall, a new expansion in Arathi Highlands. New experience in Arathi Highlands that focuses on the core of the WoW experience. I do like how they're separating like a new player experience, like tying story, but apparently they're going to tie mechanical aspects to it. What I really like also is how they're doing Dragonflight expansion part, where they're doing the story mode of Vault of the Incarnates, as well as Zaralek Caverns, as well as Emerald Dream with Farak. And I think that's an opportunity, because in story mode you basically are thrown in a raid with a bunch of NPC followers, tanks, healers, DPS, and you could take whatever role you want up, doesn't really matter. And it's a perfect opportunity to teach players mechanics in story mode. Doing the story mode for Dimensions too, I was like, it's kind of silly that it's just I'm playing it solo with like these NPCs, but it's also so funny watching these NPCs do mechanics. Like when Dimensions tosses a huge boulder in phase 2 and everybody runs over to the side. It's so funny, man. It's so cool though, because it's like, wait, hold on a second. This actually teaches players mechanics and stuff. And you can add little alerts like ads gotta die really quick, or be sure to dodge Dimensions or whatever like that. You know what I mean? So I feel like this is I'm actually kind of excited about this. You have no idea how many times, like how many players that never really played WoW, like first play through the quests. Quests don't really get you to like play your class well or look for mechanics or, you know, respond to anything, and you just walk into a dungeon. You don't really know, you don't even need to really interrupt anything when you're questing. So this could be an opportunity to teach people like basics, man. So at least you can do Mythic +2 for the season in the new expansion, and at least new players know like what an interrupt is and how to maybe crocodile or when to pop a defensive cooldown, right? Stuff like that I think is going to be really nice, honestly. Add-ons. I'm also excited about the add-ons. I really looking forward to like the Hellbar UI, man. Hellbar UI in particular looks really good. Housing, Silvermoon, quickfire questions. Talk about concept of 20-man mythical base standard. Yeah. They really gotta 10-man mythic would be nice though. I feel like you'll be able to have an easier time putting together a 10-man roster than a 20-man roster. Okay, doing my sims, it looks like I am gonna need a couple of enchants, because the items I can get are decent enough. 30 of the depth. Is it really depths? It shouldn't be depths. For sub. No, it shouldn't be depths. 30 of the depths I think is the old enchant. For a dagger. I would need stone bound artistry. Yeah, the mastery. That would be the play. Radiant power is fine for one, mastery in the other. And I need like enchants for boots. I'm actually going to use those. Defenders are fine. And then I need, what was it, bracer? Yeah, I might as well do bracer. Rest and put avoidance on that. Is that the good avoidance? I think it is a good avoidance. I hate how this not like showing up the... Okay, it's bugging out, but at least it is a good one. Cool. Alright, chat, let's do some keys. Let's do some keys where I can go and get some decent gear for potentially playing sub. If I were to play sub. What was the other enchant? Razor of Avoidance. Yeah. Is the mirror Duels 11 so easier than with the group? No, they actually, in my opinion, they are easier. They are, in my opinion, easier. At least I certainly think so. I'm certainly under the belief that they definitely feel easier. Yeah, what's up, Rob? How you doing, man? I'm all in on midnight, but on the rework and all the DK, somehow the dev said it. Yeah, dude, I am excited. They got to streamline all through Specs of Rogue, man. Streamline us a little bit, man. Like, Legion streamlining, we haven't seen that in a while. People complained about how streamlined Rogues in Legion, and it's like, yeah, I can understand. They made all three specs feel a little too different from each other. Like, Sub, Outlaw, and Assassination just felt like a new class in general. But, like, we need some streamlining, dude. Roll the bones, that thing, they gotta do something with that. They gotta do something with that. Do something with it, man. Please. Please. And then Sub also, that's too many cooldowns to manage, man. It's like a giga amount of cooldowns you gotta manage. It is crazy. I almost think they should let new players all the way to previous X-Packs level cap without a sub. That would be great to catch up new players. Like, give players an opportunity to play like older expansions to at least like a higher level than 20. I think they probably thought about it. I'm assuming Blizzard would have thought about it before. The only reason I think they would probably not do that is maybe like, because there's technically a lot of content you can experience without playing the newest expansion. You got like TBC, you got vanilla content, TBC content, Wrath of Lich King content. And like, you probably can't raid at your level, you know, at a certain level bracket. You just can't really do raids, but like, there's a lot you can still do without really having a sub and doing max level content. I'm assuming they probably would allow it if it was financially reasonable, but they probably think especially if there's a lot of casual players that do like things outside of the main new expansion and max level endgame content. If there's a large number of players that do that, like if they had the option of just not being subbed and doing all that other expansion content, they would. So I think that's probably why they don't let you do it. It's probably because they would not have as many subs, not as many playing players. Yeah. But just think of like the amount of stuff you can collect from all the expansions in terms of transmogs, right? Like there's YouTube channels right now that are doing like zone locked and expansion locked are the two channels that I watch. Zone lock guy just collecting everything from each zone, and just in vanilla he's spending like 35 hours in some of the zones, up to 35 hours per zone, farming every transmog ever collectible for like the collect everything add-on. And the other guy is doing like Shadowlands as an expansion, and that by itself as an expansion has a lot of stuff to farm, a lot of things to collect. I think also the Essence of Outlaw, Blades and Guns, and not start gambling during combat. Yeah, guns definitely got to be part of Outlaw. I want to have pistols, I want to have big blunderbuss, I want to keep grappling hook. Roll the Bones is fine if they make it like a passive thing that you don't need to manage. And streamline the buffs so that it's like you don't have bad RNG anymore. I'd be happy with it. Like if they just gave us like some kind of like passive buffs, or maybe buffs that activate while you're in combat for when you activate certain abilities, but nothing like the RNG is the worst part about Outlaw. People just don't want to have RNG, and maintaining like a cooldown of a drone rush for like eternity with vanishes, also not nearly all that fun, to be honest. Alrighty, let's switch to Outlaw. Actually do some dungeons, good weeklies. That's fair. Just can I get the taste of the class of specs? No, you really can't. That's true. You really cannot get a taste for them. That being said, it doesn't stop some communities out there from doing like twinked out level 20s. There are some people that literally play level 20 twinks. It doesn't really give you like a full taste of a character. That's true. But like, if you ever see people doing level 20 twink PvP, man, it is a wild world. Its own ecosystem. It's crazy. Actually crazy. But no, I agree with you. I agree with you. It would be cool if you could just actually, like, you know, before you commit to a class, you basically level them up through a whatever, right? So just like you know, level him just enough so you can actually get a pretty good idea what it plays like. Actually, chat, let's do PvP real quick before we get on the way. Let's do quick PvP because I want to get my sparks out of the way, and if I don't do them now, I'm never gonna do them. I don't know if Kineric is on, so I don't think I'll be capping yet, but Undermine again? Give me a carage, dude. We did that last week, man. What are you doing, man? Undermine is the worst. Cause like there's only one area where you can hang out in for sparks. And it has this like weird phasing where people just go straight up invisible. Do the buffs from the Ashka factions work in there? I don't think they do. Massive 3% nerf for Arena Trinket. Athena for the Athena Trinket. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? How you doing, by the way, Justice? Athena Trinket. What? Hi, Oni. How you doing? You're having a wonderful, beautiful day. Yeah, for Fortune Pact, and I picked the guy that's like the cheat death mechanic guy. Does that work in Undermine? Pretty sure, right? I think everybody at PvPs always picks up that buff. And it's always super fun to just like, oh, let's kill the guy. Oh, he's in the beginning. Now he's gonna recover all of his health. I gotta kill him second time. It's like, where's it got ramen that is red? Yeah, let's go, dude. Very good second boss. Antenna. The antenna? The crit one? Yeah, 3%. Huge. Dead in the water. Unplayable anymore. Unplayable. Can't believe Blizzard would just kill it. Throw some juice out? Yeah. Yeah. Red Robin. Red as F. That's fantastic. Does he not even have the world quest up? Blizzard. Spark lots. Look at the spark groups, man. Look at the spark groups. I want to get into one with a healer. Because getting into one with like a tank last week was a bad move, man. Need a healer. What about this 3-man? There was one group that had 2 tanks and the tanks don't do anything, dude. They would just run in and die, and that's all that would happen over and over and over. Give me in the group, man. Give me in the group, bud. Oh, this guy's so dead. Sorry, Fred. I had to. I absolutely had to. I gotta get my sparks, man. I gotta get my sparks for the week. I got my 1 spark. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Did we lose a healer? No, we still have a healer. Yeah, you ain't escaping, my man. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Ah, where you going? Yeah, look at them. The blunderbuss. Pally? Get the pally. Get the pally. Get them pallies. Okay. We'll just storm you. Monk is over here, so we're just gonna chill. Not gonna commit too much. There's still a rogue somewhere nearby. Oh, what the hell? Give me this guy. Give me this man. Yeah, the rogue. Oh, it's a different rogue. Want a cloak? I'm gonna die if I don't manage this. Yeah, I had to do it to you, my man. Sorry. Oh, boomy. Okay, we're probably gonna kill warrior? Prot warrior? Oh, touch of death. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, you're gonna. Yeah, you run. Yeah, you run. Hold on. Oh, blood DK. I swear to God, there's so many tanks. Look at that. He just goes invisible randomly. That's why I really hate the Undermine PvP thing. Can we upgrade the cloak today? Yes, you can. You can get it to 730. You can get the cloak to 730. That's kind of nice. Oh, what? He's fighting bots? Sugar. I was trying to see if I can keep him with that explodey thing. I think I win this duel. I think I win, right? Oh, the boom kidada me. Oh, I don't know if I win this. I can gouge him and then try to see if I can hit him with one of these. One more. Coin. Beautiful. Where's everybody else? I need to get my caps. Oh, yeah. Quick AoE stun. Quick cleave. Bopped him. Crazy. Did you do his Oasis this week? Bro, yeah. I also need to do my Oasis things this week too. I forgot about him last week. I was trying to see if I needed to get what's his face? Oh, stun him? And a bomb? That does no damage. Do these things not scale up? To level 80. I think they would. Woo! Them coins though. Jesus. Baby, them coins though. Is he trying to demolish me? I think he is. Oh yeah, he is. Oh. Oh no, no, no. Ouchie. Look at, he just went invisible, bro. Like what? Thank you, Evoker. Very cool. Don't forget the wraps. No, you don't need to wait for the Oasis. No, you just need to do any endgame content. So for the wraps, you got like a special currency that doesn't show up in the currency tab. It's just like threads in order to give you more, like once you get like I think 6 threads, you can upgrade, or 3 threads, you can upgrade the cloak by an extra rank or 2. I think. Not 100% to be honest. Like, I just walk up and it says, oh, you're good to go, and upgrade. Oh, I'm dead. Ow. Please. Please, no. Smoker, keep me alive. Woo. Okay, we're okay, we're okay, we're okay, we're okay. Is it gonna stun this guy? Yep. Stun him again, maybe? He blinked into group. He blinked out. Now he's on me. I probably shouldn't have even touched him. Now he's gonna be barraging me down. Look at the smoke bomb. Just from him. I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm so dead. I have one need to. Yeah, so you just do delves, do dungeons, any endgame content will give you enough. And then once you have enough, you should be good to go. I did the delves. I did the delves, and I think you can get like 2 per delve. And I think I did only 3 delves so far. I didn't do a lot. I end up getting up, yeah, only 3 delves so far. So I've gotten the thing done with 3 delves. I did do them at tier 11, and I don't know if you get like maybe more of those things if you do them on a higher tier or anything like that. But yeah, always a possibility. Where is our evoker actually? Just so I know. Okay, there he is. Okay. Well, I probably shouldn't have. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm dead. Unless. No. Of course he would. Yep. Inner divinity. Okay, so at least I know that the what's that buff from the not Necrolords, Nerubians doesn't work here. Oh my god, did you see that coin? The coin proc was so juice. I'm gonna disarm him for a second. It's because he's being super obnoxious. There's a shaman totem on top of it too, which is great. Coin. Combo him. Bah! Disappeared! He doesn't disappear, man. I have no idea what's causing it either. Now I'm kidding a shot, so it's really up to him. Does he get the kill? No, he just vandalized it. Tier 11, I guess. One of those? Yeah. Do you do like any of the side content? Because it did like a full clear and I killed like all the other Nerubians. I think you can get one from like those boxes too. Like the Nerubian boxes. I'm pretty sure. But I could be wrong. Very possible that I'm wrong about that. Yeah, they just randomly go disappearing, and I don't really understand why it does that. There's a guy way up there and he's just doing all the damage. That's always fun. Maybe I just killed this guy. Did stun him earlier. Nah. Nah, healer's just way too... Taking that guy for like on nothing basically probably was not a good idea, huh? Oh, I'm gonna die. Yeah, just the dudes will just sit up above and barrage, man. Casters have it so easy. Or PvP in this place sucks. I wanted Karash or any other place, man. There's like a lot of flat ground that you could just do a bunch of fun stuff. Making a mistake, I'm getting hero gear. No, I wouldn't. I'll not make a mistake. Not making a mistake at all. Like, you can always sim your character to find out what looks good for you, and then just roll with that. And if it says it's an upgrade, you're good. Yeah, it's not a mistake though. Okay, my mind. I can just cloak the shadows. I'm gonna sippy cup this. I'm gonna die. Yep. I'm gonna die. I tried, man. I tried. He had a healer healing the entire time and everything. I can do nothing. Yeah, this guy out here. It's keeping them all alive. That's the worst, right? You just got a healer pocket healing you from literally sky high. An eye in the sky. I'm so dead, dude. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Well, that's the warrior? Warrior dead though, too. Maybe I could do something to the evoker? Nah. Yeah. Maybe get it behind you? Get behind you? Please? Nice. Okay, so I need like 30 more sparks, so maybe 30 more bodies. It's smoke inside the smoke. He's so smoked, dude. We're hotboxing this man right now. Okay, we lost a healer, so that's good. Yeah, now we don't even have a healer, unfortunately. Hopefully somebody will send up. Okay, that guy was just straight up AFK. Ow. I was about to use a potion. Just sipping up myself. I decided against it. Damn. You go back to Nightborn? No. With Night Elf. I like Night Elf a lot. Night Elf is also really good for Mythic Plus. So I like Shadow Meld. Unfortunately, Outlaw Rogue is way too tied to Vanish windows, so I kind of have to play Stealth, man. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, I have to play Stealth. Wait. Okay. Why does this game keep kicking me out of Stealth sometimes? Look, it's so dead. Maybe I should sit up here. Maybe that's my problem, is I should sit up top. Oh, that guy's getting absolutely clobbered. Please, take him down here. Oh, no. He's just so dead. I can't grapple up, unfortunately. Otherwise, I'd sit here and just, like, pelt them from pistols. Like he's trying to do right now. Yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to get yourself a nice little, what's it called? A nice, easy little, revenge there, my guy. Nah, not Nightborn at the moment. Ideally, what you want to do is get mythic track pieces and upgrade those with gildeds. But all the hero tracks, so for the currencies of weathered, carved, all of those, you can spend them as much as you want to. Ruined and gilded, you want to be a little careful. Gilded, you got to make sure you get yourself a crafted item every single week. Minimum what you're doing is getting yourself every other week. But then the rest of it, you should spend ideally on mythic track pieces to take it to the highest level possible. Ideally. Dude, we need a healer. We got Little Ripper, but that ain't what we're looking for. Too bad I can't grapple up here. I feel like you'd be able to grapple up here, man. But it's like says there's no good spots for it. I'm actually gonna try to see if we can. I'm gonna try to see if we can go for the treasure, because that'll be a little bit of sparks too, plus conquest, bloody tokens, all that. I'm assuming there'll maybe be a lot of alliance. Like that guy's alliance. Like a lot of people in that pile are alliance, just fighting other alliance. There's some horde. Looks like it'll be dropping here, unless it's here. Just gonna waddle after it. Is it gonna be better to roll the bones? Not a GCD. It would be nicer. It would be nicer. Yeah. Wait, that's a lot of horde. Oh, that's a lot of horde. Oh, bro, that's a lot of horde. Bro, the entire horde squad just rolled in. Never mind. They're crate farming. A literally full raid of crate farmers, dude. Crate farming squad. Hell no. Hell no. I'm out of here. Honestly, I can't blame him for crate farming either, dude. I was crate farming the other day. It is effective. It is a really good strat for getting Conquest and Honor and Bloody Tokens. If you just don't want a PvP. Just want to AFK and get those things. Yeah. Best way to go about it. So I'm gonna head back into the pile here. I'm actually safer in the pile than next to that crate. Stop sleeping. Hope you're doing good, friend. Alrighty, hold on, I wanna let's just nuke the rogue. What the hell was that? Did you see that? Okay, we're gonna evasion you. Totem is super fun. Try to see if we can ghost this man. Am I getting attacked by him? No. Don't blind me. Get back over here. Okay, you could get me out of comp. Yeah, that's fine. I want to see if I can get somebody here. Well, I can hit you. I'll stun you real quick. Ah, he got healed. So many healers here now. What build are you using for the talents? Hidden Opportunity build, Ambush build. I think that is the better build for PvP, honestly. Personally speaking, I like it better. On totems. Super fun. I'm using Fate Bound too. From the coin build. Which does a lot of burst. Plays around coins, which is really the worst part about it, but it's otherwise it's pretty good. Now there's plenty of people. Now there's plenty of people out here. Oh, everybody jumping that shaman. Poor guy. Yeah, poor guy. Well, oh, you're up here. Okay, cool. Blound. Hey, Blizzard sometimes obsession with it should be on CD. Yeah, I do think the game used to be a lot less CD reliant. Like there used to be a lot less things on CD. Like a while ago. Oh. Yep. My weapon is gone, but so is yours now. Or so is yours now. I probably bought enough more than I could chew here. Yeah, he's getting healed by the evoker. We're gonna just bounce and just yeah, just do one of these. Probably wrong move too. The healer. Mortar coil. Seed? You playing Seed? Why Seed? Weird. Again, goes invisible. I don't know what to do about that. Are you friends with the shaman? Does he heal you? Doesn't heal ya, unfortunately. Got a friends of those, man. Got a friends of those. Friends like these. He's a warlock. Yeah, he'll help the warlock plenty. He won't heal you though. He won't heal you though. I don't think I have enough here. No, I don't. Bah, also doesn't help that they go invisible. Yep. Yeah. Super fun. Maybe I can get something done here. Yeah, I can actually. All right, you're my target now. Woo! You see that? Does he heal you? That is the question. Will he heal you this time? Or maybe this way we push. Push the pressure. Oh! Oh! Put some pressure. Yeah, he was swamped though. He was swamped by a lot of people. Am I done with sparks? I am done. Okay, so I just need to find an escape plan now. The heroic target to go for it. I just had cooldowns, unfortunately. Like, it just, I have a guy like up here healing me, so we're good. Let's group. Yeah, list it. So I can bounce, and you guys can pick up somebody else. Human Hunter, please. Okay, no, he's not looking at me. He's looking at Warrior or something. What I just want to like one bang. Stop blinding me, Paladin! Stop. What are you doing this? I thought I should be able to do more bursts than that. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm gonna walk away from you. What about, no, not you. Okay, well, I'm kind of stuck out without a paddle, unfortunately. We cloak this. That's a lot of dots on me. We cloak it and we just, that guy just died. I didn't even do anything to him. Oh, that guy's so dead. Turn around and pally? Nah, I was hoping me and the Warlock would turn. Hoping he'd follow up with me, but no. Pally's got a Guardian Angel. Imagine Out No Fire League is the best thing in the world. No one's capped 5 target. Oh, yeah, that'd be the best, yeah. Out of being uncapped in AoE, or at least not like hard cap, would be the best. That's true. My mans. Come here. No mind, you don't want it. You don't want the smoke. Unfortunately, he doesn't want no smoke. Damn. Oh, this guy's dead. Well, I don't want to mess with him. Nah, it didn't work as well. Trying to see if we can burst him down real quick, but no. Not good enough. Probably had a wall or something. I don't have my big debuffs, unfortunately. That's what I'm missing. I can't really see big defenses on them because I'm not paying attention to these bars. Normally it shows up like on their actual icon for the faces. This guy could just die. Why is he dead? How is he dead? Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Gotta love it, man. Some of the bursts he can do is out is just wacky. Especially with that tier set. Paints up, okay. What else I just want to like one bang? Probably this guy, right? He's too light. Too easy. Still one bang there. Oh, how hard did I hit him? Coins hit him for like a couple of million. Yeah, Coins hit him for 14 million. What? Was that the guy that I killed? Hold on, Warrior. Can you leave me alone? My actions. I want to see what was it I hit. Is it Danny? Paladin. No, it wasn't Danny. Darian? No. Was it Yarok? Yarok too. No, that's an Arms Warrior. Who was it that I hit? No, Yarok 2 is the Warrior. Morgrain. Gloom something? Gloomhound. You see how like as soon as I'm like not really threatening, they just kind of leave me alone? I did notice that that happens a lot. Like if somebody's turning up AFK in, some people actually would just back off. Instead of attacking him. Yeah, I don't know who it was that I hit, just mongoed just now. I want to say it's Zenyatta, but I'm not sure. There's probably somebody else. I can't tell, man. I can't tell. I just want to see who I like slap real quick. But I literally have no idea. Temporal anomaly. This guy probably has like no gear. It's like a PvE ass button. You know what? We gotta trinket that. I don't like you anymore. Come here. Come here. Everybody walked away. Alright, who do I want to like one bang real quick? Ali maybe? No, we're one bang rogue. Or try to. Bop, immediately bop. Guardian Angels, man. Way too many of those. Maybe we can steal one bang? Hmm. Oh! Well, that was fun. Now we're gonna try to see if I can escape this hellscape. If I can. Woo! That was a good clip. Right in the corner, baby. Alrighty, you guys have a wonderful one. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it at the end of the day. But this is definitely gotta be the worst area to like do by spark farming for PvP, man. But we got our spark thing. Sparks of War. So I'm happy. Is it this guy? It's a Pars? I don't even know who it was that I hit so hard. Be honest, chat. I have no idea. I don't think it was this guy. It was somebody else. I think this thing ends up being like a 12-minute clip. Yeah, so I can't even tell who it was that I slapped. I think it was Sloss. Yeah, Night Elf Rogue. Can I see what I hit him with? Sloss. I hit him with the dispatch. Lucky coin for a milli. Dispatch for half a milli. Pain Intertwine hit him for... I don't even hit him. Kinda cleaved everything around me. That's at the end, actually. I need to find the Ghost Strike. Blade Flurry ends up like populating way too much of this. Claws, Dispatch. Between the Eyes. Yeah. That's synonym. I need to find the Ghost Strike. If I can. I don't even think... I think I missed it. If I was looking for it, I missed it. Bro, it's gotta be around here, because that's when Between the Eyes slamming him. The Ghost Strike must be somewhere here. Blade Flurry, Sloss. Ghost Strike, there it is. There it is. That's where I started with the Ghost Strike cheap shot. So it's a Ghost Strike that hits him. And then Fatebot Coin Tails should hit him twice, pretty sure. Ghost Strike flips coin twice. It should slam him for a bunch of damage. How much the focus lands for a milli, pretty much. 400. It's so hard to tell, dude. It's so hard to tell. His health just plummeted though. Damn. That was fun. Let me go turn that in and let's do some keys chat. Because I need to get my weeklies out of the way, get my gildeds. Pop that in. Beautiful. Bloody tokens too, which I'm always capped on for some reason. I don't think I can even spend bloody tokens like on anything, can I? A weapon is not ideal because we're about to get the conquest weapon soon. Any of these pieces are also not great. Unless I'm replacing my tier pieces. Oh, at least I could replace like the tier. I'm gonna pump it up this week anyway, so that'll be better. Belt. I could do a belt, actually. Belt would be alright. I wish they had like rings and stuff. Can't really do a cloak. Should be kind of troll to do that. Already have boots. Yeah, I guess I'm going for like a Versa Mastery belt, chat. That'd be my PvP upgrade. Cool. Neat. 718 atom level. It's kind of nice. Just ego don't trinket first trying to boom me. Oh, bro, that would be such a good trinket to get. Maybe that's the dungeon I should run next, is the Ecodome, see if I can get some sub gear. That'd be fun. Alrighty, let's go Trickster. Let's get some AoE content done. Get that out of the way. So for a sub, I'd want... Let me actually see what dungeons I'd want for like my best in slot gear. Just so I know like what to focus on dungeon-wise. Alright, so for Mythic Plus, it looks like a lot of the gear that's best for sub is actually from Raid. Like a huge majority of it is from Raid. Mythic Plus though. Arakara apparently has a helm neck with Mama's Mega Medallion, which actually I could go for to get a dagger with haste versatility for Outlaw. So that wouldn't be the worst. Also got Halls of Atonement belt, so that's still good. Goswoven leg guards, which I don't need. I got the best boots that I can get from Taz of Ash, apparently. So then it's Master Versa rings, Dawnbreaker ring, Ecodome Aldani Trinket Lily. That's all good. Okay. But it looks like Dawnbreaker actually has rings and a decent weapon. Decent enough. Otherwise, yeah, a ring would be good. From Priory too. But Trinket luck would be insane. Got Sagbird DK too. Huge! Sagbird is a massive trinket, man. Hell yeah. Alrighty. Let's try to see if we can go over to an actual outlaw set. Alrighty. Dungeons. I don't need... Actually, yeah, I can actually set up which ones I need. So, Priory got a ring that could be good. Dawnbreaker has items. Bloodgate has a neck. Ecodome has a trinket. I still have Halls of Atonement glows that I can get, and so use Gambit as a ring that I could use on Outlaw. Let's try to see if I can do like 10, 12. And we'll try to see if I can do some key pushing on like some of these other keys here. So Ecodome most likely, or Dawnbreaker, if I can. Ecodome, Dawnbreaker, push up the score even a little bit, you know. Dawnbreaker 11. Is it Dawnbreaker 10 or 12? Priory 12 would be good. Did I do a Priory 12? I did not do a Priory 12. We'll try to see if I can throw my hat in the ring for a few of them. Oh, SP. Yo. Maybe I just do an SP for 11. I already have 11 Priory, unfortunately, then. Huge. Alright, then we got a group. And we got almost a melee comp here, actually. If you pick up a warrior, that's a real melee comp right there, baby. We got the Wind Fury buff. We have the warrior buff. We'll have the monk buff. That'll be huge. That'd be solid. And hopefully I can get myself, maybe if we do like a Ecodome, there's a lily you can get. There's also actually a quest that I never got to do, chat. From Koresh. From Koresh. So it's a Priory. I'll just put the Priory room, the group is so good. But I want to see if I can get it. Apparently you get it from Venari. I think after you defeat Dimensius though. But when I did defeat Dimensius, I never actually was able to get that one item from him. It's like a story item. Go for them. We got the melee comp, dude. This is gonna be so good. No, he's gone. Never mind. Warrior left. He thought about it, and then bounced. But there's apparently you can get an item from Dimensius, I think on story mode or just normal mode. I got it on the story mode on my evoker, and it opens up another little quest to Ecodome Aldani for Venari to like actually get like the final chapter of the story campaign done. Because I got all the chapters, but I don't have Lighter Koresh. And apparently you pick up Lighter Koresh by defeating Demencius. But it doesn't say anything like that. I just found it accidentally, but just by doing just by doing like the story mode for a piece of like crafted gear. Just been getting unlucky. 398 equip, 650 chest. That is unlucky. Can't win them all, unfortunately. You know. I wonder how much I get per treasure on the phase diving. 6%, bro. That's actually kind of huge. Is there treasure this way or that way? That way. I'm gonna do the phase thing while we're waiting for a 5th. Should be getting people signing up, right? But maybe they're really just trying to make the proper melee comp. It's funny how melee comp wasn't really ever a thing up until like last season when people saw melee comp like actually doing well. Warriors, rogues, hunters, monks, shamans for that Wind Fury buff. And then now like the juiced up Brewmaster and everybody's like, melee comp, let's go. I still feel like it's gonna, the best comps and the strong rules, I think at the end of the day, are still gonna end up being the comps with like a Frost DK or like a Arcane Mage and things like that. I think at the end of the day, those are still gonna be the better comps. Really push, but who knows? I don't even know what this looks like. Oh, that looks sick. Oh yeah, that was worth treasure. Should get a Vault of Monka. Yeah, I'm a monk. Yeah, definitely. With how good monks are, I think it is worth it. Oh. Oh, it's like a jumping puzzle, isn't it? Yo, look at that. Okay, how do you get up there? How do you get up? Is it from here? Oh, it is. Look at this. Uh-huh. Look at this little back jump. Okay, I already failed. Okay, so you gotta forward jump this. Back jump this. And I think go in this crack over here. Yep. Let me go up. Oh no, you want to go over here. I feel like I move way too fast while stealth and while in phase running. I don't think this was I don't think this was designed with me running as fast as I am as a rogue. It's like a rogue thing that I'm running this quick. Did I cheat? I think I can. I'm gonna be stuck here for a while, dude. Okay, this is bad. We got a guy. Got Mag War. What's your renown? I'll get 16 tomorrow. I'm at 13, so my renown is really not that high. I have not really been farming it though. I should be putting in more effort into it. I've been trying to get him a weeklies at least with renown. It's our week apparently. Huge. Okay, I'm gonna come back for this treasure later apparently. I really wanted it, bro. I need to unstealth and just run it normal. But as well, while I'm stealthing, I'm running faster while I'm stealth because of a talent. And the whole thing, I think it was not, the whole jumper puzzle was created without like 80 stealth or any speed buffs in mind. Normal move speed. Even my normal speed is still fairly quick. Don't just move quick, man. I don't have like any speed or anything on my gear. I actually have literally talents that give me increased movement speed here, increased movement speed here. Some like 30% move speed at all times, man. Great outfit. Yo, that looks sick. Love the horns. That looks sick. Hell yeah, dude. Molten DH set looks amazing. Alright, let me go weight zones, sharpening zones on all of my gear. Because I am gonna have to use the cursed cudgel. I still gotta do the night fall this week. Have not done it yet. I'll get the rune, you reset 100 gold. Bro, at what renown do you get the rune? Actually, is it like this one? 18? That is crazy amount of renown, man. How do you farm renown, like hard farm at the moment? Is it just doing like the Venari thing on all of your alts? I'm pretty sure it is though, right?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Got my DH mug and look depressing. Yeah. It do be like that sometimes, unfortunately.
The expedition built the Priory as a place to contemplate the mysteries of Peladar.
How big is this guy gonna go? Please tell me he's gonna giga. Go big, go big, go big. Yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he's doing it correctly. Man knows what's up. Give it a fat lust, rip a fat lust real quick. Beautiful. Chat, I'm doing as good as I am. We'll only be able to hit like 8 targets. There's like way more than 8 targets here. Way more. Poor warrior though. He's literally a target cap to 5. So it could be worse, right? Could be the warrior, man. Could be that guy. That would be then that would be really an unfortunate soul. A real unfortunate soul. I like how as we just, start to get closer to like my target cap, the damage immediately goes up. Because a little do more damage the less mobs they are around me. Right? Okay. Just going for like the melee strat. Just kick it all. Just kick everything. I really don't like the right side. I feel like it's just too much going on. Although I get why people don't do left side, because like that priest with the shield is that's gonna melt people. Easily melts people. Put more, yeah. Looks like he's trying to maybe put more. Nope. I was thinking. There, I thought. Whirlwind super strikes to hit more targets. Well, at least like Arms Warrior's Cleave, at least it's literally everything with a soft cap. Maybe they should have just given him like a soft cap or something, right? Maybe let him get like a talent to increase it slightly. I don't know, 8 targets, 10 targets. Would it be the end of the world if we could hit at least 10 targets? That would cover him for a large variety of dungeons. No, something reasonable. Probably be okay. How did they pull him extra? He did. Or at least they give them some kind of like a thing where as the enemies die, they get better damage or something. Like at least my spec can at least kind of compete. Because the less targets we're hitting beyond like my cap of 8, the more damage I actually do. Like I actually get the most damage when I'm hitting like the least amount of targets. You know, there's at least some sort of like a benefit. As things die, my damage is going to scale up. And if you're doing small pulls, that means the secondary targets are taking a way more damage than normal. So at least there's that, right? At least there's some kind of like you know, a give and a take. But with Warrior, unfortunately, there's just no give. It's just take. It literally takes away their fun. But for Letter World, when improves should be a 5 to 8 target soft cap. Yeah, I agree too. You can just reduce the damage, like, okay, maybe like, what is that, 45% of my damage gets cleared, reduce it down to like 30 or something, and then give me a soft cap. I'll be cool with it. And make it so that Blade Flurry hits every target, just with some reduced value. I think it'll be perfectly fine. No game breaking at all. Like for this pull, I'm pretty much useless. Next to useless. Because unfortunately, Blizzard made me this way. But Unholy Death Knight's having fun. But as stuff starts dying, my damage is going to get better. Which is super silly. But you know. Wait, so we did both sides? Or we did parts on the right and then left? Okay, so this guy actually went right at first and then we ended up going left. Maybe we just did for percent. I don't think I've ever done this move before. Go right and then switch left. Must have been percent thing at the end. We pulled the entire front courtyard too. It's super unusual. That should work. Watch a Dal play him. Nice to envy. Get invited. So I'm sitting in queue. You'll get invites, man. It'll happen. You could also switch over and maybe, like, are you struggling with Outlaw? You said before you don't really like to keep it rolling build. I would maybe consider like trying Assassination because it looks really good too. He moved him a little too close to the boss, so he's getting like a huge amount of health. Yeah, he just moved him a little too close. Right, switch my weapon. Beautiful. Okay. I was trying to see if I could just like focus up and crank as much damage as I could. Hit assassins sound fun is boring. Really? For my taste, I like to be like such as Frostbane deals full damage, 1 drops 5% instruments struck down. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I mean that stuff could at least be kind of like, you know, decent. Yeah, even something like Frostbane is like, you know, at least thought of like, okay, let's make it like something you would use in a cleave situation, but something that scales in AoE. This hits literally everything. At least even for that ability, that we're like, all right, let's give Death Knight some cleave. Cleavey elements. Soft grip targets 8. Got a blast? Exactly, yeah. Something like that I think would be really, really nice. Like at lower targets, you just blasting, and then it's like when you're hitting a lot of targets, it just like downscales. I think that would help out a bunch. And fewer worry while we're at it. So there was like huge uncapped giga AoE. I was trying to make sure I get like all the kicks and everything right there. And the AoE damage. It takes so much attention for me to like concentrate to pump correctly. Dude, this last two pulls were excellent in terms of raw damage and cooldown reduction. It was actually like peak prime healing pulls. I'm gonna die if I stand on that. Look at raw gameplay, bro. Time will come for me to play some alts. Promise ya. Time for alts will come. Also very, very fun, but yeah, I still gotta gear on my rogue, man. Unfortunately, still gearing. Trust me, I want to play Prez. I want to play some DK. Turn my brain off and just do giga AoE damage. But I still need gear, unfortunately. Still using event weapon? I am using it for AoE, but I am switching out for like single target. I don't actually use it on bosses. Like on bosses, you can see down here what weapon I have equipped. It's my offhand from the what's it called? The Tezavesh. Final boss of streets, I think. I have that weapon for single target because that's my rating weapon. But yeah, I am using the other weapon from the event. Even on adventure track, it's still decent enough. Surprisingly. Even though it probably shouldn't be. Come on, this guy gotta die already. Really don't want to have to vanish that, but I don't want to give up my drone rush up time. It's too important. And yeah, I switch over the weapon. Is it worth it? It is worth it, yes. It is actually worth it. It is so worth. If you sim it, it's literally sims better than 720 weapons, but the Rogue Discord recently posted that it should actually sim even better, because it doesn't take... Sims don't take into account the resets with just like normal stealth resets. It only takes account the banished resets, and with banished resets, this thing is better than a 720 item level weapon. It is wild how good this thing is. A little too wild, maybe. But definitely worth picking up if you're going to be Mythic Plus in this Outlaw. It's just an easy weapon, and switch to it in the offhand whenever you're AoEing. And on bosses, just switch back to like a normal weapon. That effect is worth. If I can, see if I can show you exactly how much damage it did. Like this pool, it should be about like, I don't know, between 6 to 3%. Maybe 2%, depending on the pull. My overall damage. There it's about 2, yeah. If I get like really aggressive vanished resets, then I'm usually chilling. So I have no vanishes here, but maybe I can get some stuff done. Maybe. Get some real lucky cooldown reduction mechanics going on. Maybe. Okay, that's pretty good. Huge cooldown reduction stuff. Okay, another one. Yeah, there I got decent bit of vanishes. And it's like 2%. I think it should have been a little better, but I'll show maybe what it looks like at the end of this run. Like at the end of the dungeon. Overall damage should be about between 3 to 2%. That's a lot for a weapon. When a weapon does all that by itself, just weapon, it's kind of huge. If you integrate shadow melts in there too, 0 more uptime. Almost got a little close there. A little spooky. I don't think he's gonna heal each other. Oh, he healed even the caster guy. Never mind. It was gonna be elementals killing each other. It was a little more than that. Yeah, there's about 2%. So the bigger the AoE situation, the more damage it does. It hits everybody evenly, but it'll hit every target. Because once one target hits, all the other targets also get hit by it, technically. Are we going here? Wait, he wants to pull him back here? Is this a play, or... No, it's not. Okay, that was weird. Too many buttons. I think switch to night elf like you just have more stealthing. You could. The stealthing is a little weird to catch. Stealthing is a little hard to catch sometimes. But as long, if you are going to be doing the stealthy thing, I would at least, like, bare minimum, try to like turn away from the mobs when you do stealth out. Right? Like you would kind of, I would kind of face away for just a second when I'm trying to line up like a stealth, re-stealth with shadow meld. If I am doing it, make sure you get a proper re-stealth, because it's too easy to get caught in combat as you're trying to re-stealth. Because you're trying to leave combat for like a split second with shadow meld. If you can't do that really carefully, you're good. Here, I'm going to switch over to the weapon. The actual weapon. You could probably try to turn last second or turn back a little too quick. A classic. Someone's just playing hidden up. Really? Playing the ambush build? I'm interested. If that is like an actual play and there's an actual build for it, then I'm down. Yeah, if there's actually people playing Hidden Opportunity, I'm okay with that. I'd love to give it a try. Maybe somebody found a build that's a lot more consistent. Because to keep it rolling is really good if you can do the pulls around it. But maybe somebody's found some secret tech. Rank 2 in the world, NASA? Okay, I'll need to look into it. So yeah, overall 2.4, and I think one of the big AoEs we had was here, but it was like 3.4. It's a good weapon. It does significant enough damage. Ooh, does he need neck? Do you need neck? Need neck? I'm ask. He might. That could be his best stats for all we know. Oh, wait a second. Oh, baby. TY. Appreciate it. Now I got myself hero track neck, baby. Finally. Swapping this champion track to hero one out. Huge. What a nice guy. We're trying to see if we can get maybe some kind of a subtlety item. We ended up getting an outlaw item. So, what's it out of that? Cool. That was awesome. GG boys. The image is pretty good too. Like I got a lot of value in killing spree. Alrighty, let's go swap out the neck. Getting the hero track version was super nice, honestly. It's same piece, but like, you know, at least it's like kind of usable, kind of doable. I need a setting and a couple of gems, and gems I have with Versa Haste, so I'll go Versa Haste. Setting. Here we go. Versa Haste, get 2 of those, and we are good. Cool, so I'll be able to upgrade that neck once you get enough gildeds. Gildeds I still need like, looks like 50 or so more to go. 50, actually is it 50? No, like 40. Yeah, like 40. And then I can start upgrading stuff. We still got a heroic tonight and into mythic, all that. Not sure what I want to do with the rune crest though. What I want to do with that? I almost have enough to just fully choose this thing though. You know, plays ambush. Yeah, it doesn't mean to plays ambush. Ambush build. I want to see him. Yeah, I want to take a look at it real quick. Top outlaw rogue. Second. Number 2, Raider IO. I guess the question is, do they actually play it though? Because sometimes I feel like the armory has been kind of messed up, hasn't it? How do I find spec leaderboards? Outlaw. Oh yeah, Nessa. Tom Elvis. What is Tom playing? Tom is subtlety? Yeah, Tom is subtlety. Nessa Mortis. Nessa is hidden opportunity, right? Mortis is sub. And then KIR for proper pup. Does Nessa actually do keys as ambush though is the question. To push the 17 gambit. But yeah, no, they actually did play it as a hidden opportunity. Crack shot. Wild. Arakara also is ambush. That is crazy. And streets also 17 is a ambush. That is wild. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, maybe ambush is still decent. I'll need to test it out. I'll just mess with it, but if ambush is viable, I'll probably do a whole like video if there's like an actual good build. Yeah, maybe at least an M plus is kind of decent. Who knows? Prefer an opportunity, might just run it at if rank 2 is using in 17s. Yeah, I mean it's easier to play honestly. It's literally all about building and spending calm points, and you basically ambush in finisher in a lot of the cases, because you'll basically switch between ambushes and pistols And the building spending is the craziest. Like, it's just so easy, and you don't necessarily play around those weird special rules with Blade Flurry and Sinister Strikes with pistols and unseen hidden unseen blade thing, right? Because normally, as a keep it rolling build with unseen blade, when that has a proc ready to go after like a killing spree, you just Sinister Strike. You don't pistol shot, which sometimes causes you to like overbuild on procs of pistols and can sometimes feel weird on like in terms of how to build comp points. Do you pistol? Do you Sinister? And then you overdraw. Like, what do you do with that? It gets confusing. The flow, it breaks the flow. But ambush, it doesn't care about the flow. You basically are always building. You always just have the priority system of ambushing, highest priority, pistol, second highest, and then Sinister when nothing going on. And you basically switch between ambush, pistol, pistol, ambush, ambush, pistol. It's super nice. There's also reduced blind CD instead of blade flurry combo points. And then, yeah, like because you don't need def maneuvers with the ambush. You're constantly building so many combo points. It's a waste to waste global on. Ambush is so effective, it's not really worth pressing a global as a combo point builder with def maneuvers when you can just ambush. So you can pick up like utility. Yeah, you just gotta pick up a little bit of utility. Or you can pick up like Swift Slasher for single target, so you can get better single target damage, so now you scale with haste. And it also does not have like a crazy high haste requirements either. So I'll need to see if that build is any viable. And if it is, I'll probably make a video like, hey, easy build on Outlaw. Because ambush is literally the easiest build for Outlaw. The easiest. So yeah, that's like the most new player friendly if you were to have a new player play Outlaw. You just, yeah, again, you could start spending comp points on like 5 instead of 6 or whatever. And it's really easy to reach 5. You do it like with a global. And you can even do little things like ambush was pretty good since you don't need to keep it rolling. You could go like 2 fan the hammer into ghostly strike, right? It's just really easy to pan around it. You could go 1 fan the hammer, or you could go 2. It didn't make a difference. Hell, you could take a point, auto count the odds, and just go double fan the hammer and go strike. Didn't have to deal with RNG. And yeah. I don't know my service out in the rookie community. There it is, dude. There it is. I do appreciate you pointing it out. Yeah, I'll look into it. I'll see if it's worth simming the build, and I'll give it a try. If it is like viable, I'll probably make a whole video on like the build. Because it would be the easiest build of Outlaw to play. And with Trickster plays super nice, because the ambush and killing spree I feel like synergizes really well. You got lots of building and spending of column points, and which gives Giga cooldown reduction, which leads to killing spree more regularly. I mean, you can do so with Keep It Rolling too, but it's like very proc based, right? Very proc based. Blade Flurry definitely ends up doing a lot of the heavy lifting, which is good in AoE, but it doesn't really do much in single target. Single target, you're basically hoping for those Sinister Strike, Pistol Shot procs, and really good buffs. Try it, I'll give you opinion. Yeah, I will. If it's like functional and you can actually use it in Mythic Plus just fine, then yeah. But like Jake said, yeah, if literally number 2 Outlaw Rogue is running that and they're pushing keys, it looks like Nessa might be toxic actually. That might be toxic with just a new character. I don't think it's a new guy. I think it's the same rogue that I've seen before. Because Toxic used to run it, but I haven't seen Toxic because Toxic used to run with Noxiv, but yeah. Might play Fatebound if I'm going to do 10s. I feel like Trickster's still really good. Trickster's still really good. Fatebound is nice for raiding. It's pure single target and low target cleaves, but as soon as you get your foresight, you find playing Trickster. Unless you're just playing 2-set. But when you get 4-set, then yeah, Trickster is really good. I would play Trickster because the Giga cooldown reduction on it is nice. Like, real nice. It's super good. Super good. Alright, chat. We had that time where I gotta get some food, get a little bit of work done, and we got a banger of a song to end the stream on. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna raid. I'm gonna go to sleep, wake up super early morning, go to my doctor's appointment. Hopefully things are good. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Or if like I'm not feeling great after tomorrow, I'll let you guys know. But hopefully I'll be streaming tomorrow, right? Alrighty, boys. You guys have a good one. Have a wonderful evening. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you guys all likely tomorrow. Unless something happens. Hopefully nothing will. Peace.